its close and I thought that I would share with you some of my plans for 2015. These are reading goals and also goals and ideas for this channel next year. At the time of this recording, I have read 82 books. I've got a few others on the go at the moment and may well finish a couple more before the end of the year. For the first half of this year, I didn't really read that much. It was not until about July or August that I started reading sort of 10 books or so a month. So at about that point I decided that I wanted to read 50 books in 2014 and I set that as my goal on Goodreads. Next year I think I could manage 100 books. The only reservation I have about that is that I plan to go travelling and that may affect the amount that I'm able to read. But I'm going to set 100 books as a goal for now. Speaking of travel, my plan is to read this book and then to use this as a basis for my travel. I want to go and visit some of these strange and quirky, interesting bookshops around the world, particularly in Europe. And I'm also thinking about trying to find some work overseas, probably in the UK. So this is Jen Campbell's The Bookshop book. I'm sure you've heard lots about it. People have been talking about it on BookTube for a while. Jen Campbell wrote Weird Things Customers Say in Bookshops and she also has a BookTube channel that I will link below. I've talked about it before. She's fantastic. My wonderful mother bought this for me for Christmas and she also made this, which is a book cover and it's got Dr. Seuss on the outside and Paddington Bear on the inside. So the book sits inside there like this and it's got a bookmark as well. It holds it in there nice and snugly and stops it from getting damaged. Those are all the travel plans I have at the moment. They're a bit vague, a bit up in the air. I got a travel voucher for Christmas as well, so that will be going towards my flight. Still don't know where I'm going or anything like that, but I'm sure you'll get some updates when I do make some plans. My other reading goals include trying to read some more classics. I've really enjoyed the classics that I've read this year and I've got a few more that are quite high on my TBR that I want to read pretty soon. That also includes modern classics. I'd also like to read a few more graphic novels. That's something that I've got into this year. I've read 3 I think this year and I would like to try a few more in that genre, as well as continuing to try and read more diversely. This year has been really enlightening for me in terms of reading diversely. I have learned a lot through BookTube about why we should read diversely and I've also come across a lot more recommendations, so I'm looking forward to reading some of those. Those are the only actual reading goals that I'm going to set. The 100 books is the only one that's specific just because I don't know what exactly I'm going to be doing in 2015. With regards to BookTube, I do plan to continue making videos. Hopefully 1 or 2 videos a week. I'll just have to see how I go. I have been tagged in a few videos recently as well, so I plan to do some of those soon. There are a few specific videos that I want to make in the new year. One is the feminist fiction video that I sort of keep on mentioning every so often. I do plan to still make that. I just have a few more that I want to read before then so that it can be a more balanced argument. I'm also in the process of reading some more feminist non-fiction, so I may well do another video about those books. Another video I'd like to make is one on my graphic design books. I've talked about beautiful covers and book design in the past and I'd quite like to share some of the specifically graphic design books that I have. Another video that I'm really keen to do is one focusing on the author Katherine Mansfield. I was in Wellington recently for my graduation and I went to Katherine Mansfield's birthplace. I'm not sure how I managed to not go there for all the years that I was studying in Wellington, but I was so glad that I managed to make it there this time around. I took some footage at the house and I'd like to incorporate that into a whole video about Katherine Mansfield. Last but not least, I would like to thank you all very much for watching me, for commenting, for subscribing, for liking. I really appreciate all the interaction that goes on, and I know that it's really easy just to skip on to the next video in your to be watched list, so I do appreciate when people take time to leave comments. BookTube has been a fantastic experience for me this year and I hope to continue doing this for a long time, and I hope that 2015 is just as good as 2014 was reading wise. As always, thank you very much for watching. Happy 2015 and I will see you in the new year. Bye.